And Krishna shelter, Krishna is never with you. If you want to search Krishna and only Krishna, he will come like a flash to you. You know this? 24/7 Krishna will be with you when you take shelter of Radhika. And when you want direct Krishna, it will be only flash for you. One time he will come and give flash and he will never come to you. Because he watched that you are not in right way. He will give one flash and go out. He will sure come, but he will see that you are not qualified. You want for yourself, Kamanuga. Tad bhav atmika is Radha darshan. They never go from, Krishna never want to leave Radhika and the kinkris of Radhika. So you will be always, because of Radhika, Krishna will be always with you. That is Krishna consciousness. All the moment he is in my heart because of my Swami. I see both of them together. Tad bhav atmika. Tad means your. Oh Swami, your feeling. And tad means my feeling. Is become so close, it become one. What you feel, I understand that. Bhav atmika. Tad bhav atmika. Atma, like a one soul.
When my eyes directly saw your pond.
Saw your pond, not to be. The goal is your pond is my goal. Swami, you are my goal. Directly see your pond. Directly see to you. Every place, every moment of my life only for you. Why? Because shadow can do only this. What shadow can do? What you say?
It follows the substance. What the substance does, the shadow follows. The object. That's better word.
Shadow cannot do even anything. It's like a wood is floating on the water, is like a shadow. Shadow also active like a wood is floating in the water. Where the wood water will take, this wood will float like that way. I'm one fallen wood in your flow. Where you want to bring me, I will flow like that. This is Manjari Sarup Nirupan, fixing your Sarup identity. very fast will grow if this is the meditation. And if you read the philosophy, it will cover. Because you don't want Pancham Pursat, you don't want Rag Bhakti. Pancham Pursat, Rag Bhakti. You want four Pursat. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. But Pancham Pursat is fifth effort. Out of these four activities, I don't interested in these four activities to meditate and think and work. Then is the fifth effort suffering. It's a prema bhakti, raga bhakti. Tesam satatyuktanam. This is satatyukta. All the time meditation is moving on. I want to move my mind to do some job, but it's not possible. I do the moment finish, I immediately go for this, crying for this. Satatyukta. Bhagavad-Gita, you see, perfection. Is a very perfect, which consciousness you are listening Bhagavad-Gita, that the bhajitam priti purvakam. Without satatyukta, how you can bhajitam? How you can remember one of time? Is a namabhas without priti. Without love is a namabhas, no chanting. When the heart is fixed, always chanting is going. Meditation is your chanting. You do nothing but chanting is flowing. Because you are satatyukta. Always fixed. Where? In Radha-Kunda, in your Swami. You don't feel any difference between Swami and Radha-Kunda.
I feel like we haven't gone with the taxi to Radha-Kund, but we're actually in Radha-Kund.
Jai Ho.
We have both Gurudev Association and Radha-Kund.
I went one time to Radha-Kund, and I went to see one big sannyasi of ISKCON, Mahanidhi Swami.
Yes.
And I sit with him, and he was so, I don't know how he was so nice, he was so loving and caring.
Yes.
And he started telling about Radha-Kunda Gururi. After that I not go to see Radha-Kunda, because that way he was so much deep he brings in the Radha-Kunda bath that I was fully satisfied and I embraced him. I said, today I come to real Radha-Kunda. He's really, I always recommend to go and see him. This is his realization and bhajan. Who can share you the deep bath of the Radha-Kunda.
I think he has become Babaji now, huh?
That is external.
Jai Ho.
See the realization.
Yes.
From which way is coming, what is coming, what deep is realization, how much is deep in his Manjari Sarup. Your spiritual identity is the goal of life. Siddhi, Sarup and Sarup Siddhi is the goal of life. Bhagavad-Gita, page 4, Prabhupada, Sarup, your spiritual identity with form, knowing and practicing to perfection in that is the goal of spiritual life. Prabhupada's word I am repeating. Sarup and Sarup Siddhi is the goal of spiritual life. If not, then you are in religious practice. You are changed from Christian to Hindu religion. It's bogus. Nothing. All Indian has a 1,000 demigods, and they are not fixed in one. Is open to all religion, mother of all religion, but no fixed. Is no religion, is no meaning of religion. Religion means spiritual life. Religion, okay, because he is the mother of all religion. Many children, many way. But it's one way is a spiritual life, is your sarup, your identification of the soul form, bhakti line. Identification of only soul is Mayavadi philosophy. Identification of the soul up to soul is Mayavad, because there is no form. Identification of your soul form is a bhakti philosophy. Very clear. If you have no identification of form, then you are in Mayavad philosophy, even knowing your soul. Mayavad means no form. They don't believe in the form. They believe in spark, light, but not in form. And bhakti line is believing in the form. If you cannot fix in the form, okay. Believe in the form. The believing in the form is bhakti. And not believing in the form is Mayavad. Yeah? Now you decide what you practice, where you reach. Other thing is dharma, artha, kama, moksha. It's no big thing. Sarva dharmana partajya. Why Krsna said this? Why? One time Bhagavad-Gita is telling that jada jada is dharmasya.
I come to establish the religious principles.
He is lying or what? Yeah, he is looking that you identify yourself, soul. You very clear now by listening my words about the soul. Then he said, leave all your dharma because you come up to jiva. And jiva dharma is not to be this is a different dharma. Is not a dharma, artha, kama, moksha is not necessary there. There is karma also. There is the artha also. All thing is there. But it's all divine. Karma also. Kamanuga. Why you talk then Kamanuga? When you don't want karma? Why you Kam Gayatri you are talking? When there is no karma? Why you chant Kama Gayatri? Because karma is there. But this dharma, artha, kama, moksha is not there. Why you talk about Rati? Is a Kamadeva wife. Because here Kam is there. Without Kam you cannot grow. This Kam is divine. We need that karma. Then iron can cut to iron. This karma, spiritual karma, will cut your material karma desire. So Jaiva Dharma, Sarva Dharmana Partaje, this practice, what you are doing, forget. Mam Ekam, my one. Mam Ekam, my one. Sharanam. Only take my one shelter. Who is my one of Krishna?
Radhika.
Sharanam. There is no other thing. Sharanam is the only thing. One pointed Sharanam. If the bee is there, but you meditate in the kunda, you don't bother for the bee, not bother for the Krishna. Bee is coming hummingly to give pleasure to the kunda, Radhika. And this is my meditation. This is Manjari Bhav. Sorry, I am repeating this thing that is, you can feel it, not miss.
This is beautiful.
Become clear.
Huh?
To make it clear.
Tasty.
Oh, blooming, lotus-eyed girl, Radhe, when my eyes directly saw your pond, Radha-Kunda, which is filled with sweet water and lotus flowers, surrounded by blissfully humming bees. Then I really got the desire to taste the nectar of your service.
Your service. Very seriously, remember, understand this. Your service. Not bee service. I am connected with you, attached with you. I am your shadow. Only I can think for you. Shadow can think for his object. Shadow has no energy to other think than object. You see, this shadow can think only for object. And if you think out of object, then you are not a shadow. You cannot be a clothes like a shadow. Shadow. any place, shadow will go. This is our situation. We move with my object.
Jai Ho.
This is Manjari Bhav. This is Radha Dashyam. So beautiful. And meditate like this and read any place. Everything will become crystal clear to you. Darati Buddhi Yogam. Then I give intelligentsia to understand this subject. How this is important. This is given mercy by Krishna to understand these details. It's so important. Radhika give one-pointedness, and this material thing, intelligentsia, give Krishna to realize this is so important to be a shadow that you cannot do better than this any place. Because if you miss this, any shadow you will think, you will realize yourself that you are also shadow. Your meditation will immediately start. I am your shadow. I am your mate. I am your dasi. I cannot take any decision. You have to take decision. And when you will take decision, it will be more better than my decision.
Gurudev, Krishna is asking, and when we can recognize when it's her decision and not our decision.
Sorry? When?
When we can understand when it's her decision and not our.
When we will start floating in this mood, what will flow to me is all her decision. Floating means wood is floating in the water. When this mood will come inside, what is happening is happening. What is coming in mind, this is her mind. She is giving in my mind to move on that way. It's a floating, mercy floating inside. This to realize. If I will say, and when realization will come, you will be so happiest person that you cannot imagine. Only tears will come. nothing other will come. The more you will float, why you will bother to move yourself? Bothering when no floating. I have to bother to move. When I am moving, why to move? Like you swim in you swimming in the opposite flow of the water is material life. Swimming in the flow in the water, then what you do? You lie down in the water and you start floating like a wood. When waves are bringing you where they like, and it's more faster your life start moving than flowing, swimming against the flow. Material life is spiritual life.
Is that meaning, Gurudev, that we have to stop our activities, lay down, relax, and...
That is the point to understand. Why to stop the activities? I never say to stop the activities. It's a misunderstanding. That I have to stop my activities. I stop my activities or what? More activities is there. But when you start floating, then she start acting inside you. And that floating become. You start floating and all activities become more sharp and positive. What is coming in your mind that you start floating in this is her mercy is coming. And you do normal life. But you live in the floating way that her mercy should come.
So meaning is that me and my stop?
Stop. I and me, my material identification stop. I become mad servant. I become shadow and the object is moving. I move with my object.
So I don't move with my car, I move with Radhika's car.
Yes.
Not mine.
Everything is her. My false ego make me mine. My body is not mine.
Yeah.
My senses is not mine. My mind is not mine. When I want to make mine, there is a false ego growing. And when I offer everything to her, then her everything.
How can I offer this crazy mind to
the point.
to my Swamini?
That is the point. That you need association to practice. Yes.
I think I have to do with real profound things, like dirt and body, and I think this could be not Radhika's will to flow in. It should be higher, nicer, better.
Right.
Not
Say
so
in German,
profound.
she will translate.
Sag in Deutsch.
Also ich habe, um im Fluss mit Radhika zu sein, ich denke immer, das müssen höhere Tätigkeiten sein als die profanen Dinge, die ich tun muss.
She's telling, she thinks to be in the flow of Radha, she should do more sophisticated seva than what she's doing, and she likes to do cleaning, very material, very rough things, so she likes to do. And she thinks to be really in the flow of Radhika, she should have more sophisticated seva, not these things.
No. Everything is the flow. Everything you think that her flow. Don't block yourself. This is the, will be the her flow, and this I do is a dirty thing, is not her flow. Everything is her flow. Without her flow, I cannot clean anything. I cannot. My hand cannot move anything. She is moving. She is helping me to move like that. What I can do?
Not.
Huh? Yeah.
Gurudev, is it also like this that in order to get the my spiritual realization, I need also a healthy, first I need a healthy false ego to give up.
Yes.
It must be also, it must be also something there, you know, to give up, to come on the spiritual platform, because
Yes, yes. Bring the songbook. Bhakti Vinod Thakur read one song, Radha Bhajan Mati Nahi Bhair. You see the Bhakti Vinod Thakur song. Radha Mahima.
Radha,
Mahima.
It goes by the first verse. By the first.
Radha Bhajane Yadi.
Mati Nahi Bhair. Read open.
Radha Bhajane Yadi Mati Nahi Bela.
English.
If the desire to worship Sri Radha does not arise, then your worship of Krishna goes in vain.
Bhakti Vinod Thakur song.
was heißt das bloß in Wien?
Wenn dein Wunsch,
Vergeben.
Radharani zu dienen, nicht erwacht, dann ist deine Verehrung von Krishna
Sinnlos.
nutzlos, in vain,
Nutzlos.
für nichts, in vain.
Genau.
Vergebens,
Useless.
wörtlich vergebens.
Second line.
Second line. Atapa rohiti suraja nahi jani, Radha virahita madhav nahi mani. We cannot conceive of the sun devoid of sunlight. Similarly, we cannot accept Madhav separate from Radha. Sorry, I have to say again. Similarly, we cannot accept Madhav separate from Radha. Only who worships, one who worships only Madhav is ignorant, and one who disrespects Sri Radha is simply conceited, betrogen.
Pride, false ego. Because of the false ego he do. To keep his ego on. Understand?
Very heavy.
Bhakti Vinod Thakur.
So much wasting time.
Simply consider last word you said.
Ah, conceited means he's cheap.
After.
Not considered. Conceited.
Read again.
Okay,
Not considered. Conceited.
No, read all line. What is the problem?
Understand down here because
conceited
Lies
means
alles.
Read all line.
Okay.
Lies alles.
One who worships only Madhava is ignorant, and one who disrespects Sri Radha is simply conceited.
In Hindi line, Hindi
Ah,
word.
okay. Radha anadara karoi habimani.
Mane false ego, proud people no recognize Radha. Abhimani, proud. He is not want to come out from the proud. Hindi, second?
Before that, you mean?
No, Radha.
Radha
Kare
Anadara
Abhimani.
Karoi Abhimani.
And second?
It starts with Kevala Madhava Pujai So Agyani.
Agyani, foolish.
Yeah.
Foolish. Agyani, ignorant.
Ignorant.
He has no knowledge, full knowledge. He learned from ignorant teacher. Is no knowledge, no education. Big pandit, but no qualification. Zero.
This is really good song. This is.
Rude
Mine?
Good.
Auf welcher Seite ist der?
Do not ever associate with such persons.
With rasa.
If your heart longs for the loving playfulness of Ras, if your heart is longing for the loving playfulness of Ras, then don't associate with people who worship only Krishna.
You see? Never associate.
And who don't have the desire to serve Radhika, because this is the whole meaning of the of Krishna consciousness, that the desire arises to serve Radhika. And Prabhupada was saying this at Radha-Kund. At Radha-Kund, he was saying, Satsvarup Das Goswami, he was saying, one day, Prabhupada, he dropped a bomb, he said. We were at Radha-Kund, and he suddenly said, do you know why we worship Krishna? Why I always speak about Krishna? Because that this will please Radhika, and we want to be actually servants of Radhika. We want to please Radhika. And then, and this was never taught again. But he said it. I was there in Heidelberg. He said it.
Who? Sorry.
Satsvarup Das
Where's the
Goswami,
Bhagavad-Gita?
big ISKCON
Behind.
guru, Prabhupada disciple.
Okay.
He was
Huh?
saying and writing.
Or German, big German.
German is here.
That Prabhupada said this.
What he said? Can you repeat? Sorry.
He said that why
One
I've
Hindi,
given this
English
Krishna
gift,
consciousness,
yeah,
we call this
more.
Krishna consciousness, and why we always speak of Krishna and worship Krishna, to please Radhika, because our goal is actually to become servants of Radhika, to please Radhika. And we want to please Krishna by serving Radhika.
English.
This is
said-
the last one. Give open last page. Is it Prabhupada or not? Prabhupada Bhagavad-Gita.
Yes, it is.
Huh?
It's Prabhupada.
You are searching for this
Ah.
to take shelter of inner potency.
This is the last page.
This is the last.
Read
Last
this
page.
last line,
Last paragraph, no?
last paragraph.
By proper use of that independence, he comes under direct order of Krishna. Thus he attains his normal condition in the pleasure-giving potency.
You see?
Ladini Shakti, we know who that is.
Prabhupada. Last word is a pleasure-giving potency.
Let's the word of Prabhupada.
It's German. Read German.
Very nice. Oh, this is the wrong page. This is Auf diese Weise erlangt es, also das Lebewesen, seinen natürlichen Zustand in der Freude spendenden Energie. Hiermit enden die Bhaktivedanta-Erläuterung zum 18. Kapitel Srimad Bhagavatam. Schlussfolgerung, Vollkommenheit der Entsagung.
And then last word and close Bhagavad-Gita.
Yes. Freudenspende Energie. Das ist das letzte Wort, last word.
All word is pleasure giving. Mam ekam sarnam dharmartha kama mokshadim.
But I don't understand why. Was heißt es? Emphasize? Betont.
Emphasize.
Why emphasize Prabhupada in every line, you know, Krishna is the supreme personality of God. Was this because we are so on a low level, so we need this always to hear and to digest?
Because super soul has to know supreme. Then you will identify soul. If not, then even knowing supreme personality, I cannot understand my soul identification. Still we are not practicing into live in the soul. Jiva. How I will go in Jiva Dharma? Still I am in bodily consciousness and not come to the Jiva consciousness. So, soul consciousness. So he is repeating this supreme, supreme. To understand supreme. Maria Magdalena say, what is sin? That I forget my soul and I forget my Savior because of that. Same word. Savior I forget, so I forget that I am a soul. This is the sin. Read again. Line is not complete. This note.
This, oh yes, this.
I am only connecting you.
Now, Bhaktivinoda Thakur continues. If you consider yourself to be the maid servant of Srimati Radhika, then very quickly you will attain Khan of Gokul.
Kana.
Kana. Yes, Krishna.
Can you repeat?
Okay, my pleasure. If you consider yourself to be the maid servant of Srimati Radhika, then very quickly you will attain Kana, Krishna of Gokula.
Understand?
I mean, even on the material platform, it is like this, you know. When I like to have connection with somebody, so I start to connection first with his wife, you know, and
Yes.
you know, I mean, it's not so difficult.
That way you will know his liking. And what is liking, then you can please him.
Yeah. So
From her eyes you have to see that person.
But isn't she talking about stealing actually? Isn't but material, if you want no person you know the wife, then you want to steal him. This is not the right.
no.
Not necessary.
This is the
No, only
this is
like a
the
relationship, you know.
you going to the Manjari Bhav.
No.
That you understand that how you will know general information.
Yeah.
General information. If you like to know someone, you have to know the person who knows very well. Then you can know him well. How I will know directly to him? Impossible. I want to do something extraordinary myself, and I am so ignorant and useless that after 30, 20 years practice, I cannot identify myself and Savior. By knowing Savior, my mind is fixed there. Why not fixed? Because I know, I see from my way, my consciousness. I never try to realize reality of way, right way in my life. I want to catch him with the philosophy and some influence with the project. How it will work? Material way, how you can catch to the Lord Supreme. Your sin is this, that you forget that you are soul. And when still not is soul consciousness comes. He says, Prabhupada say about this. Read. The identification of soul is a normal condition.
Yes.
Read last paragraph.
We have it.
No. Read. And German, translate.
Okay, I give her the German, she can read the German for herself.
No. One person.
I read.
No.
Okay, first
She
English.
will read English and you read German.
Okay,
She has to listen. Listening is more important than reading.
yes,
Try to understand.
yes.
Paragraph, last paragraph, read all.
Living entity.
The living entity in his original position is
Slowly.
pure spirit.
Are not so fast. 2 part and he will give it.
The living entity in his original position is pure spirit.
Say.
Das Lebewesen,
You translate English.
in Italien,
In Italian.
Italian.
das Lebewesen ist in seiner ursprünglichen Stellung eine reine spirituelle Seele.
He is just like an atomic particle of the Supreme Spirit.
Es ist wie ein atomisches Teil, also winziges Teil des höchsten spirituellen Wesens.
Thus, Lord Krishna may be compared to the sun, and the living entities to sunshine.
In diesem Zusammenhang kann man Sri Krishna mit der Sonne vergleichen und die Lebewesen mit dem Sonnenschein.
Because the living entities are the marginal energy of Krishna, they have a tendency to be in contact either with the material energy or with the spiritual energy.
Weil die Lebewesen die marginale Energie Krishnas sind, haben sie die Neigung, entweder mit der materiellen Energie oder mit der spirituellen Energie in Kontakt zu sein.
In other words, the living entity is situated between the two energies of the Lord, and because he belongs to the superior energy of the Lord, he has a particle of independence.
Mit anderen Worten, das Lebewesen befindet sich zwischen den beiden Energien des Herrn und weil es zur höheren Energie gehört, hat es eine winzige Unabhängigkeit.
You see, independency is because of living energy. You think that you are free, you want to be free, bogus. You never free with your senses. No guarantee, 100% no guarantee that anyone can be free from senses and mind. In any age, any circumstances. Only living entity can make you free. When you start practicing to live in living energy, then you can be free. If you are in body, you are not free. When you identify living energy, you become free. That moment is your freedom. That moment, if some energies want to disturb or you feel disturbance, you know effect with that. Because you, in that time, you are in living energy. That to understand. So I want to be free, I don't want to go this way. Are you are not free. You want to running for something. How free? Free will be living energy, will make you free. When you will come in real realization of living energy, you will be totally free.
And that's just the beginning.
Yeah, is A. Z is there.
It's neutral.
Neutral position. Go on, you see Prabhupada mentioned everything. I love Prabhupada Bhagavad-Gita. Any Bhagavad-Gita read Prabhupada. Go on.
By proper use of that independence, he comes under the direct order of Krishna.
Direct order of Krishna.
Wenn es von dieser Unabhängigkeit richtigen Gebrauch macht, kommt es unter die direkte Führung Krishnas.
Thus, he attains his normal condition in the pleasure-giving potency.
Normal condition come. Without normal condition, you cannot think for pleasure-giving potency. Like this. Translate in German. No, without normal
Ohne,
condition
dass man in seinem natürlichen, normalen Zustand ist,
of your living soul,
in
you
seiner
cannot think for pleasure-giving potency.
lebendigen Seele verankert, kann man nicht denken an die, in richtiger Weise denken an die freudespendende Energie.
Nochmal bitte.
He wants to have it again.
Huh? Without coming in normal condition,
Solange man nicht in
without coming to the soul, you are not normal condition.
solange man nicht auf der Seelenebene verankert ist, ist man nicht in seinem natürlichen, normalen, gesunden Zustand.
Without soul identification.
Identifiziert mit der Seele.
Is spirit. And that make you to be a normal
Da fängt
and
erstmal
free
an,
from others.
der Zustand von dem anderen frei zu sein und in seinem normalen, gesunden Zustand zu sein.
With your sense enjoyment, with your material body and other
Mit
things.
deinen Sinnesfreuden,
Mind
dem materiellen
thinking,
Körper, dem Verstand.
your sickness,
Deine
all will
Krankheit.
go out.
Alles wird hinausgehen.
Abnormal condition, your sickness comes.
Der
You're sick or you are diseased, anything, abnormal condition.
Im unnormalen Zustand ist man krank und leidet
That
man.
soul living and entity is totally free, it's not sick.
Die Seele, das Lebewesen ist frei von Leiden und Krankheit.
It's not suffering.
Leidet nicht.
And that we move for Radha-Darshan.
Dann, dann können wir uns hinzubewegen auf den Dienst zu Radharani, Radha-Darshan.
To pleasure-giving potency.
Freude spendende Energie, Hladini Shakti. Radharani.
Radhika. Genau. Understand?
Genau.
You know, Gurudev, in the yogic, when I was studying the yoga teaching, we say that subconscious mind, it seems that one day you get up in the morning, you say, I have an idea. But actually, this is not a new idea. This is some skaras in your subconscious mind. And this is like a bomb with the clocks that at the age of 30 you have this idea, at the age of 31 you have this idea. And the desires and the ideas, they are all programmed and written there. And we think that we have a new idea and we spontaneously and creatively do something. But this is completely not true. This independency, you're completely under control. Subconscious, you don't even know it. So it's crazy.
Understand?
Yeah.
Answer is clear or not?
Gurudev, I think you help me. You are helping me to first to develop the desire to come to this consciousness, but I think I need a lot of mercy to get it because I cannot run about this.
This is nothing to run.
Yeah, I know.
This is to mercy, never to run. Mercy to sit and watch. When it will come. There is no any sadhana for that. Only to accept that I want this.
Yes.
My greed should be that.
Yeah.
Greed is only important. Only one desire has to be greed for this.
So you cannot make it quicker. You just must work
Quick,
and
quick is not good because then you will miss to prepare yourself. Preparation time is the luckiest time than getting. That is beautiful time that I am preparing myself for this quality.
This is like preparation for the meeting.
Yes, making the skunja, prepared, you take time. You're making the pot cleaning that I can store it more longer. I'm cleaning my pot, I'm cleaning and I have a small pot I want to make bigger. When the mercy will come, I can reserve this. I have a small pot, I want bigger pot. I'm trying to make pot bigger. I'm trying to hold more. When the mercy will come, then how my pot will receive? No?
But Gurudev, when we are in love, we can prepare for the meeting with lot of happiness, joy, enthusiasm. But if we are not in love, it seems like suffering. For me,
love is a, I say love, but love what you need. What you need. Love is a prema. You need rati, asakti, nishtha, firm faith. I know talk about before nishtha. Nishtha before is a Shraddha, bhajan kriya, sadhu sangha. Now you see, if you have a Shraddha, your automatic bhajan kriya is happening or not? Sadhu sangha is happening to you or not? Real sadhu sangha. You start liking Keshav Baba or not? Because this is sadhu sangha. Not only my Guru, Keshav Baba. You will like more sadhus association. This sadhu sangha make you firm nishtha. Why I am doing sadhu sangha? To develop anartha nivritti. Oh, bhajan kriya anartha nivritti, then sadhu sangha bhajan kriya anartha nivritti. Sadhu sangha make you bhajan kriya. You will develop more taste in bhajan. You will anartha nivritti. Always you have no time for think the wrong mistakes. And then nishtha, firm nishtha will come. Shraddha and nishtha is the same word. One is a liquid, sometime is happening, sometime not happening. And one is a firm faith. then Ashakti coming, Rati coming, then Prem coming, more and more. I don't remember. Feeling coming, Bhava coming, then Prema coming. This Prema stage is all, they will come automatically. Nishtha will be there, Bhav will be there, Rati will be there. All will be there, automatic, when you are in the Prema. Nothing will miss. Firm Nishtha will be there in your wrist. Right?
Right.
This is the, if you reach to the top, like a Radhika, everything becomes crystal clear about Krishna. Means Krishna crystal clear means all the knowledge will be crystal clear. Because he is the giver of all knowledge. This is Radha-Mohan. You read any chapter, you can explain nicely because you know the Tattva. What is Krishna Tattva? To know Radha Tattva. What is Shyama Kunda? To know, understand the Radha Kunda water is going to the Sam Kunda. Right or not? You look very smart today. Kishori, you look very smart. Where are you going? Yeah. Right?
So actually, before Nishtha, there is no even talk about any...
Nothing. You see? They are doing only bhajan kriya, nama bhas, sardha, very doubtful. Anartha is not nivritta. Bhajan kriya makes you anartha nivritta. Anartha is not going one by one, is coming and disturbing us. When Nishtha will come, all will go. You surpass everything. How Anartha can Sadhu Sangha will be always there. Nishtha make you these things. Prema make you all before that. Automatic. You see, this is happening to me. And when Prem will come, this will also happen. Rati will become, Asakti will come, Bhav will stay. Always you will be fixed with one Bhav. You will not change. Mallow will fix. You cannot change every day new mallow. Right or not? You see? So easy. Simple. Not make complication. We can create complication. You do this. Arey, why to do this? Say something more that it automatically start happening. If Rati will come, Nishtha will come. If Rati will come, Nishtha will come or not? So why not I start Rati to develop Nishtha? I become Lasti. When I will stay in one bhav, in my Manjari Sarup, my Nishtha will come or Rati will come or not? Or love will come or not? I will live in bhav or not? So your Manjari Sarup will give all A to Z. You don't know how item bomb is this. Item bomb.
Atom bomb, very strong.
Item is a small but is a very big. 4, 5 words, 7 words, but is a bomb. Like this. If you meditate and you develop this, it will become bomb. You achieve everything. Because Sarup is the main thing and perfection of Sarup is the spiritual life. Siddhi, perfection in Sarup. Item and bomb. Dasa Anudas. See? Clear?
Yes.
Actually, Gurudev, that's why this is also inspiring for the mind-oriented people like me, because when I connect it with the science, the Bhagavad-Gita, the atom of the soul, this is so subtle, and you know the scientific studies of microcosmos, you know the particles of what everything is made.
Yeah.
It's that these are the subatomic particles that can be a wave or a particle.
Right.
Unless you don't observe it, it's a wave. So it's a flow. And then when you observe yourself, where you become a particle, here or there. If you come in the flow, you can go also there, the particle. And the particle is your soul.
Yes. That's clear.
Very scientific, you know.
Very scientific. Very scientific.
This is quantum physics.
Yeah,
Like
total
this.
physics.
Because we observe ourselves here, we believe this is reality. But once we stop observing, we're the wave, and then we fix us in other reality.
Physics is there, chemistry is there, and this is the science. It's the science of the divineness.
Divine science, Gurudev. Wow.
Divine
The flow, you know, the flow, the Radha-Rani flow. You take your normal position in the flow.
Yes. This is the science. How you can move yourself with the flow. But you want to keep out from the flow is not your normal condition. Read it. Oh, what?
Yeah, we
last,
can read.
Last
we can
sentence
read.
was missing.
Yes.
The best sentence.
Vilap?
Yes. No, before that.
Bhagavad-Gita ends
No.
and Vilap Subhajani starts.
Thus he attains.
Yes.
Thus he attains his normal condition in the pleasure-giving potency.
You see?
This is.
Normal condition. Condition is abnormal in my body.
Yes.
My senses make me abnormal.
Yes.
It's
No
not
flow.
my normal.
Gurudev, this is why we believe in it, because this is empty from scientific point of view. It's made 99% of nothing. But this is hard, and we believe this is hard, you cannot go, this is hard. But from scientific point of view, it's made of nothing.
Nothing.
Vibration is made of vibration.
Yeah.
It's nitai.
Niznitai. Jai Radha Shakti.
That is everything. So we clean because of Nitai.
Yes.
This is the beauty. To maintain this, till this is there, is Nitai.
This is this 1%. 99% nothing, 1% is what we consider like this.
Is, yeah. I agree. I agree. Both are the good stage. Yes?
So much.
Now,
So now we can continue.
With the normal conditions.
Yeah, with the normal conditions.
Yeah, sorry, Gurudev.
So, beautiful commentary by Srila Ananta Das Babaji. In the previous verse, Sri Raghunath Das prayed to Srimati that he may once see her lotus feet anointed with lac dye, and in this verse he prays for the actual service of these anointed lotus feet, having become greedy for that service. Oh, lotus-eyed Radhe, ever since I got to see your lake, I developed a liking for your devotional service. Sri Radha-Kunda is the limitlessly beautiful crown jewel of Braj. Raj Mukutamani, Priyaji's Sarasi, which is most dear to those whose everything is the service of Sri Radhika's lotus feet. Now, beautiful quote from Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila. The Kund is as sweet as Radha's sweetness, and the Kunda is as great as Radha's greatness. Shri Krishna will bestow a love equal to that of Radha's to anyone who bathes even once in this kunda. Only the experienced devotees understand.
only experience,
Yeah.
realize can. What is bathing? What is meaning of savoring?
Tasting, schmeckt.
What is meaning of savoring? You savor yourself to live in that consciousness, in purity, water savoring, and the spiritual savoring to become spiritual. And Manjari savoring is bathing in Radha Kund to become Manjari, Radha Dasi. It is showering,
Showering,
bathing inside, in that water. I took bath in the Radha Kund to become Radha Dasi. This is the meaning of showering.
Only the experienced devotees understand the complete feelings.
Complete feeling. What to complete feeling? What is the highest feeling? Full, complete. You make you complete. What is that feeling? I want to shower there.
the complete feelings of mineness, mamata, of the Radha Nishta devotees.
You see, that I want to shower inside you. To complete oneness with you. Whole life I was Krishna devotee, but now I shower in your kunda to become your devotee. Because without you I cannot understand Krishna.
Yes, definitely not.
No. Because you know him well, and I cannot understand him well.
The complete feelings of mineness of the Radha Nishta devotees means those who are completely loyal to Radha, who love Priyaji with their whole hearts and who have offered their hearts to her lotus feet. Forgot. Towards Sri Radha Kunda. May I read again?
Yes.
Only the experienced devotees understand the complete feelings of mineness, mamata, of the Radha Nishta devotees, those who are completely loyal to Radha, who love Priyaji with their whole hearts and who have offered their hearts to her lotus feet towards Sri Radha Kunda. It is here that Sri Radha-Mohan eternally play their midday pastimes. And there is no place so dear to them as this. The Kunda is related to Swamini as being non-different from her. So, along with the Kunda, those devotees who are surrendered to her see the Leela. When Sri Krishna is eager to meet Sri Radha and can find no means to see her, he takes shelter of Sri Radha Kunda. The most fortunate souls can live on the banks of Sri Radha Kunda and that fortunate consists, and that fortune consists of Radharani's personal mercy upon them. Braj Vilas Stava Srila Das Goswami writes, the Das Goswami means Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. Because of having worshipped the beautiful lotus feet of Sri Gandharva and Achyuta. Gandharva is same as Gandharvika? Is it? No. Gandharvika is Radhika, but Gandharva?
Sometimes she's also described as Gandharva.
Ah, okay, that means
Yes.
Sri Radhika. This means Radhika. Okay, again. Because of having worshipped the beautiful lotus feet of Sri Gandharva and Achyuta,
Read again.
okay, because of having worshipped the beautiful lotus feet of Sri Gandharva and Achyuta.
Achyuta is Krishna.
Yes.
Yeah,
So Gandharva must mean Radhika.
yeah. Very often actually
Yes.
called her Gandharva.
With the ever fresh sweetness of pure spiritual love. In their previous lives, some great souls are able to live on the bank of Swamini's dearmost lake. Sri Radha-Kunda. These great devotees are my life and soul. The bank of Radha-Kunda is really wonderful. Now we hear how we can meditate about the spiritual Radha-Kunda. There are divine Kadamba, Champaka, Kunda, Shirisha, Ketaki and Kingshuka trees, as well as beautiful lavanga, clove, jati, beauty and madhavi vines. There are many different fragrant flowers, and shuka and sharika parrots are sitting on the branches of the trees, singing sweet songs, rasa gana, about Radhika and Madhava. Cuckoos sing in the fifth note, and bees are humming. So many birds are chirping, and the peacocks spread their tail feathers. As they sweetly dance and cry out, "Coo, coo." It says here.
Without voice.
The great branches of the trees that beautify all the banks of the Kunda are studded with goose pimples of ecstasy, which they show in the form of their knots, bumps, Knoten, Hubbel, die Äste, Hubbel, Gänsehaut. And they shed tears of ecstasy in the form of the honey that trickles from their flowers. The water that fills Radha-Kunda and Shyama-Kunda. Sweet and filled with many colorful lotus flowers. Is not actually water. It is the splendid, spiritual, erotic flavor of Radha and Madhava's pastimes. These things can only be seen with spiritual eyes. That are anointed with the salve of love. Materialistic people cannot see it as it is. I see taxi, cars and whatever.
So this book is wonderful if you prepare first with the sloka to come in your sarup, and then you read this.
Yes.
That to practice. This is not possible coming and not giving time in Vrindavan. And then you can have so many, without coming to Vrindavan, they can relish this. And they can develop by doing everything. They will be so happy and very progressive. Material thing will, the unexpected progress to them. Plus spiritual growth will faster. Everything will start happening. You see these two young couples, they have Croatia no job. But they have one of the best job in Croatia. The boss is searching them because they use their time in Vrindavan 6 months. They work to come Vrindavan. This is the goal. Only sometime you need to prepare them to be inside. And then they will start flowing automatically. It is the nature of the soul. It is unnatural, no, natural. You know, come in, you will not feel taste. You are in, you will feel the flow. Right? Go on.
This is very beautiful last sentence. I read again. Okay.
No mic you are kissing.
Yes. The water that fills Radha-Kund and Shyama-Kund is sweet and filled with many colorful lotus flowers.
कृपा रखो भैया, बता दो भैया जो जरूरी है.
वही बताने आया.
क्या?
Is not actually water.
क्या?
पाइप की. प्रेशर नहीं है पानी का.
निकाल के देखो.
मोटर तो ठीक है.
पूरा
वाला मोटर तो ठीक है, हमने देख लिया.
हाँ.
वो पाइप अपना जमीन में पाइप फैल रहा है ना, जो के लिए वो पाइप को डैमेज है.
कर दो, देखो खोल के. इतना दूर तो है, बाकी तो कितने दूर निकालना है.
वो तो अब देखना पड़ेगा ना, क्योंकि इधर भी लाइन जा रहा है अपना, इधर भी दोनों सबमर्सिबल लाइन कनेक्ट हो रहा है ना, तो वो तो देखना पड़ेगा, पानी तो कहीं निकल नहीं रहा।
निकलता तो पता चलता।
हाँ, अब कोई तो चक्कर है, ढूंढना पड़ेगा, उसको खोजना पड़ेगा।
अभी कटवा के देखो, एक लेवल लगा दो काटने को, और उधर तुम उसका खारा पानी को डलवा दो टंकी में, और इधर कटवाना शुरू करो फिल्टर वाला, और इधर में उसका वायरिंग करा दो, उसका काम पवन का कंप्लीट करा दो,
पवन वाले ही काम करेंगे,
और उसको भी कराओ, तो उसका भी इसको करो भाई। पंप में पानी आ रहा है ठीक बाहर, तो यार कहीं फट गया, तुम देखो इस साइड में है कि उस साइड में, पता चल जाए, रोक के देखो, उसी साइड में हुआ ट्रैक्टर की वजह से।
नहीं, इस वाली साइड में पानी नहीं आ रहा, प्रेशर नहीं,
इधर नहीं आ रहा है, उधर है,
इधर प्रेशर नहीं आ रहा, उधर तो देखेंगे, चेक करेंगे, इधर ही प्रेशर नहीं आ रहा।
तो इधर देखो, इधर नहीं आ रहा, कटवाओ, उस रोड के काटवाओ। No, Gopinath, I'm missing. You know miss, but I cannot do.
The water of Radha Kund and Shyama Kund is not actually water.
You see? Go on.
It is the splendid, spiritual, erotic flavor of Radha and Madhav's pastimes.
Yes. Drop of the water. Every drop is erotic. In the erotic pastime, when they are sweating, that water is that. That love water is that.
These things can only be seen with spiritual eyes. That are anointed with the salve of love. Materialistic people cannot see it as it is.
It is nice to see divine things.
Yes, but realistic people see that this is hard.
Yeah.
That's it, this is nothing.
Parallel dimension, Gurudev.
Yeah.
Parallel dimension. How
Russian brain. Child devotees, Russian.
But every time we do service with Gayatri, we multiply. And so it's like we are 20 here.
In Antardasha, internal consciousness, we practice in Antardasha, internal consciousness, we practice Lila Maya Bhakti, devotion that is filled with the transcendental pastimes.
Yeah, that is the Antardasa. Antardasa means inner consciousness. Leela mein bhakti, pastime. And Bahirmukha, Siddhanta. Bahirmukhi association make you in philosophy.
Bahir.
Bahirmukha.
Äußere äußere Sichtweise.
Antarmukhi and Bahirmukhi. Innermukhi, in spiritual development will come by pastime, and mind will work with the philosophy. What was my sadhana? Bahirmukhi sadhana.
Yeah. External. Looking.
Vaidhi Bhakti, Bahirmukhi. Raga Bhakti, Antarmukhi. Antaranga, inner wave, Taranga, waves will come. Bahiranga, outer wave will come.
Yes.
What practice we do? Bahiranga sadhana. How to be body and ego conscious. Antaranga will make you to live in pastimes, think of pastime, and 24/7 think in the pastime. And everything is a pastime. One is giver, one is receiver. Who is giver? Radhika is giver. Who is receiver? Krishna is receiver. Everything is in give and take. Science. Everything is give and take.
Yes.
You are giving, one is taking.
Effect and reaction.
Yeah. You give in machine something, you receive from machine something. One is giving, one is taking. Radhika is giving and Krishna is taking. So everything is connected with Radha and Krishna. Nothing is, one is dark, one is sharp. One is bright, one is dark. If you close the light, it will be dark. Radha and Krishna. You live in light is Radha mercy. You live in Krishna, darkness is Krishna, living with Krishna. Anything without Radha and Krishna, show me. You dress Radha and Krishna. One you dress light, one you sharp. You see? One is blue light, one is dark blue. Everyone will dress like this. Radha and Krishna. When I go on the street, I see so many cars in different color. Sometime light color comes, sometime dark color coming. You cannot build, you see this? Light and dark. Radha and Krishna. One is any construction, male and female required. If only male side, it will not work. One is Radha side, one is Krishna side. Is all science or not? It's spiritual science, divine science. Without female, male cannot stand. Without Radhika, Krishna was not possible. Female side is more important than male side. See? Construct something, you will see that. The contractor will say male, female. builder will say, everyone will say this. They work with this, anything build up with this. And if you say, I know except Radha, I know except Krishna, then some association is required. One is lover, one is giver, and one is receiver. It's not way. Without this, not working anything.
You know, Gurudev, can I add something? Just a little.
Yeah.
Sorry, today it's somehow
Flowing.
my brain was suppressed so long time it needs to explode. in these different religious flows, there is one, maybe many people know, it's Kabbalah, Kabbalistic.
Yes.
And there, everything starts that there was the energy which was unlimitedly, eternally giving, and the other one was into eternally, unlimitedly taking. The problem started when who was giving decided to receive, and who was receiving decided to give. And from there, all material illusions started. But in the beginning, it was the flow, eternal, of giving and taking.
You see?
Like this.
Why she is talking like this, you know? I give one item to her, and it starts floating inside you.
Blossoming.
What could you give one?
Atom.
The key.
And then she starts flowing from it. Her face is shining, her things are shining, everything is changing. You see? Like you start floating in the wood, in the river. You see? This is the beauty of mercy, of Radha Kinkaris.
Gurudev, that is what I wanted to say. If all this together, if you don't have Guru Nishta, you cannot do anything.
Yeah.
So everything is Guru.
Yes.
Totally surrender to Gurudev.
It's Guru Kripa. I
Only.
can see only the
With chanting and
Radha-Govinda das Babaji mercy. You are expansion of it.
It's too high, the subject. Not possible. Multilingual Gurudev and German and Russian. Oh.
Polish. Also they say da.
Okay, bye.
Polish?
They say tak.
Huh?
They say tak.
Tak.
Tak is like tik.
It's Arabic.
And Bok?
Boch.
Russian,
yes, we say Boch.
Croatian.
Croatian also. Bulgarian Bok. God. Bok.
You're right.
If you know how in Russia when you pronounce on grass what you say, it's drops. Rasa.
Oh, rasa, you
Yes,
see?
it's in Russian language.
You see?
What?
Rasa.
Rasa. The water on the plant in the morning. In the early morning, the drops of water is rasa.
Rosa. Rosa.
Something Radha also.
Radha. No, Radha.
Radha also name of women.
Goddess of love earlier.
Lada. And in Bulgaria, Radha. Told Radha.
Yeah.
They say. You say Lada, but they say Radha.
But this is the goddess. But there is also, it was before. But Radha in Russian means also like I'm glad, I'm happy. Like ya Radha means I am happy.
I say I'm Radha, I'm glad.
Yeah, from Radost also.
The pleasure giving potency.
The pleasure giving
Radha's
Pleasure giving
joy.
potency.
In Serbia, Gurudev, there are so many
Radhas.
Radhas.
Radha,
In
yeah.
Like
name.
every second name is Radha.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Serbia.
Serbia.
Serbia, and male and female.
Bosnia also.
Male
Some-
and female.
Yes, but in
some-
Serbia, because
some
they are all
slight,
Orthodox, it's like
differences.
Pronounced, yes.
Yeah,
so many Radhas.
it's some adding of letters, but the root is Radha.
Yeah.
In Florence, is in one city in Italy. The bus for going in Villa Vrindavana, you know Villa Vrindavana, is called Sita. Yes.
Also Radha.
And in Anandadam, there is one
Village.
Rasa and another one is Maya. Really, when I saw the signs, like left side Rasa, right side Maya.
Where you want to go?
Believe it.
Which one did you take?
Yes, amazing.
Yeah, you have to choose. No, you cannot have both. If you make a picture of this sign.
How you see this, all will become crystal clear. Your Jesus, all teaching will become crystal clear. Only become Manjari and see that. You will start loving to everyone. Huh? That's the beauty. Mane, you come from the lower platform to higher platform with your Manjari Bhav. And from higher platform you can love, respect, you cannot hate anyone. Hate and disrespect are in lower platform. Jealousy, these are the lower things. Devotion make you to develop your higher platform, to clean the pot, develop the pot, and to make the receiver place is bigger. So it takes time to do. Anything you do this takes time. So, Aarti is there.
Bye bye.
Jai Jai
Sri Radhe.
Radha-Mohan loves you. Calling you. Come where you are. I am standing for you, waiting for you.